Welcome to this video on safe and effective electronic soldering. We will review the principles and techniques required to create perfect solder joints. The perfect joint requires a process called wetting. Solder melts into a liquid, bonds to the metal pad, and forms a strong alloy. The result is a volcano-shaped concave solder fillet. Choosing the right solder alloy is important. Lead solder melts at a lower temperature, but presents toxic handling risks. Lead-free solder, such as SAC 305, melts at higher temperatures and requires more heat. Flux is essential for removing metal oxidation. Solder requires a clean metal surface to stick effectively, and flux removes the oxygen layer, allowing for a good bond. Match the flux to your job. Rosin flux leaves a non-conductive residue. Water-soluble flux is corrosive and must be washed off immediately. No clean flux leaves a clear, minimal residue that is safe to leave on the board. When soldering, control the toxic fumes. Burning flux creates harmful smoke. Always use a fume extractor machine in a well-ventilated area and never breathe the smoke directly. Protect your body and your board. Wear safety glasses to protect your eyes from molten solder splashes. Use gloves to block lead from your skin. Always use anti-static mats to protect your circuit board from static electricity. Control the heat transfer. The sweet spot for soldering temperature is between 300 and 350 degrees Celsius, which allows the solder to flow smoothly. Too cold, and the solder won't melt. Too hot, and the iron can destroy the circuit board. To achieve a good bond, heat both surfaces simultaneously. Keep a small drop of solder on the iron tip, and touch the component leg and the pad with the side of the tip. This pulls the fresh solder into the joint. Execute the three-step process. First, clean and tin the iron tip. Second, heat the joint by touching the iron to the pad and leg for a couple of seconds. Third, apply solder to the heated joint, then remove the wire and the iron. To master tiny surface mount devices, first apply liquid flux. Then, melt a small drop of solder onto one pad. Hold the component with tweezers, slide it into the melted solder, and then solder the second pad normally. The good solder joint has a smooth surface, a shiny finish, and a concave volcano shape. A cold solder joint, however, has a dull, lumpy shape and blocks electrical current. To troubleshoot common failures, if the solder forms a ball and rolls away, clean the oxidized surface and add flux. If the solder refuses to melt, tin the iron tip and increase the temperature. If a tiny component shifts, hold the part with tweezers. Follow the master checklist. Prepare by selecting lead-free solder and the correct flux. Protect yourself by turning on ventilation and wearing safety glasses. Execute by heating the pad and leg simultaneously. Finally, inspect for the smooth, shiny volcano shape. Safety and practice create perfection. Remember to respect your tools, follow environmental health guidelines, practice your technique, and you will be able to build reliable electronics.